there everyone. To make this summer dress you will need a weight 3 acrylic yarn. Acrylic yarn I find has more stretch to it than a cotton yarn, so I would recommend an acrylic yarn, and a 4mm hook. I have demonstrated in this video with a size small. If you want other sizes, check out my blog, I will leave it in the description. So you're going to begin by making a chain of 11. Next, you're going to make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And then continue with single crochet into every chain all the way down. So for your next row, you're going to chain 1 and then turn your work, and then working into the back loops of your stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. And then you're going to continue working in the back loops, and you're going to make a single crochet into every stitch all the way down. And then you're going to repeat this row over and over again until you have 112 rows in total. So once you have your 112 rows completed, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to slip stitch the two ends together. And then next you're going to turn this band inside out so that your seam is in the inside. So now we're going to be placing half double crochets all the way across the top edge of this band. So you're going to begin by making a chain of 2. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So place 112 half double crochet all the way around this top edge of your band. So when you reach all the way around, you're going to place a slip stitch into the first half double crochet. So for the next round, we're not going to be placing a chain at the beginning of the row. Instead, we're going to be working in continuous rounds. So into that same stitch that you placed your slip stitch, make a half double crochet. And then you're going to mark this stitch, because this stitch will be the beginning stitch of every round. And then into that same stitch again, you're going to be placing another half double crochet. So you have essentially increased into that stitch. So before you go any further, you're just going to lay your band flat on a surface like so, and you're going to find the edge stitch. It doesn't matter which stitch exactly, just find any edge stitch and mark it. So continuing on from where you are now, you're going to be placing 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. So continue placing 1/2 double crochet into every stitch until you reach your second marker. So now we've reached the second marker, so just take that marker out, place a 1/2 double crochet into that stitch, then grab your marker again and place it into your stitch, and then into that same stitch again you're going to be placing another 1/2 double crochet. So there's your second increase made on this row. So now you're going to continue placing 1/2 double crochet into every stitch until you've reached the beginning of the row again where your other marker is. So now we've reached all the way around to the beginning of our next round. So we're going to take out that marker, and into that stitch we're just going to place 1/2 double crochet. This round will have no increases. So just continue with 1/2 double crochet into every stitch all the way around until you reach the beginning again. So as I said, there will be no increases in this round, so when you reach your second marker, just place 1/2 double crochet into that, and then just continue with 1/2 double crochet until you reach the beginning of the round again. So here we are again at the beginning of another round. So for this round we will be increasing. So into that stitch that had your stitch marker, you're going to be placing 2 1/2 double crochets. And then continue placing 1/2 double crochet into every stitch until you reach your second marker. So here we are at the second marker. So into that stitch you're going to be placing 2 1/2 double crochets. And then you're going to continue placing 1 half double crochet into every stitch until you reach the beginning of the round again. So then your next round after this is going to be just a regular round with no increases. And then once you have that round done, you're going to be doing a further 16 rows, alternating between an increase row and a non-increase row, and you will end up having 132 stitches. So now here I have reached my 132 stitches. So from now I'm not going to be doing any increases. It's just going to be a continuous round of just regular half double crochets. So here we are, just marking the beginning of the round and then continuing on with a half double crochet into every stitch all the way around until you reach this marker again. You can get rid of your second marker. There'll be no need for that from now on, as we won't be increasing. We'll just keep going on with our half double crochets round by round until we have about 15 to 16 inches from where the waistband started. And of course, if you want a longer skirt, a longer dress, just add more rows. So now we've reached the beginning of the round again. So take out your marker and just slip stitch into that stitch. And then we're going to chain 7. And now we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then continue making single crochet until you reach the edge of your skirt. So you will end up having 6 single crochet. So next you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch that's on the edge of your skirt, just like so. And then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch after that as well. Now you're going to chain 1 and then turn your work. And then working into the back loops only, you're going to make your 6 single crochets all the way up again. So from here you're going to chain 1 again, turn your work, and then still working into the back loops only, you're going to be placing 6 single crochets. So once you have your 6 single crochets made, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch that's on the edge of your skirt, and then slip stitch into the stitch after that again. And then you're going to chain one and just repeat that process. Turn your work, working into the back loops only. You're going to be making 6 single crochets. And then chain one, turn your work again, and then make your 6 single crochets, and then you're going to slip stitch into each of those stitches. So you're going to repeat that all the way around the lower edge of your skirt. This is what it should start looking like after a few rows. So just continue until you've the whole lower edge of your skirt completed, and then you should have something like this. So now we're going to chain one, and we're going to slip stitch these 2 edges together. So once you have your 2 edges slip stitched together, you're going to chain one and just fasten off. So by now you should start to have a skirt that looks like this. You can stop at this point if you just want a skirt. So now we're going to be working on the top edge of your waistband. So just attach your yarn at the edge. Try and find the side seam that you had in the inside of the waist. So just attach your yarn there. So now we're going to be chaining up 2. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch. And now we're going to place 112 half double crochet all the way around the top edge of this waistband. So once you've gone all the way around and made your 112 half double crochet, you're going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet that you made, and then you're going to continue making rounds upon rounds of half double crochet until this top part is big enough to cover your chest. So once this part is big enough to cover your chest, you're going to slip stitch into that stitch that has your stitch marker. So just like the bottom edge of your skirt, we're going to be doing a ribbing all the way around. So from here, chain up 7. And then you're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And then you're going to continue placing 1 single crochet into each chain all the way down until you reach the edge of your skirt. So once you have your 6 single crochet completed, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch that's on the edge of your skirt, just like so. And then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and then you're going to chain 1 and then turn your work. So from here you're going to be working in the back loops only, so you're going to be placing 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. Then again you're going to be chaining 1 and then turning your work, and then working in the back loops only, place 6 single crochet. And then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and then again into the stitch after that. So as you can see, it's the exact same way as you did your bottom ribbing, so just continue going all the way around. So just like your lower edge, you're going to slip stitch the 2 ends together, so just chain 1 and slip stitch all the way along. So once you have those 2 edges connected together, you're going to cut your yarn and then fasten off. You should have something that looks like this. So now we're going to be making straps, I'd say about 5 centimeters in from the edge. So grab another piece of yarn and make a chain that's about 11 inches long. And then you're going to place 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then 1 single crochet into each chain all the way down. So once you're finished with your single crochet, you're going to cut your yarn, leaving a long tail. And then you're just going to fasten off. And then you're going to sew it about 5 centimeters in from the edge of the top part of your dress. Sew it in the inside, and then you're going to do the same with the other end of the strap. And then once you have that done, you're going to make the other strap on the other side in the exact same way. And that's it, that's your dress completed. Don't forget, I will leave a link to the written pattern down below. If I don't have it up straight away, I will have it up very, very soon. So that's it. Until next time, take care.